Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Boys from the Baltic Star. Q's turned up as well. Jacko, Q, Spares. Good evening to you all. What a treat to have you with us here this evening. And it is this evening. It's Friday night, in fact. And on Friday night, when the three of us are gathered together, we play Traveller. That's what we're doing tonight. We got a show for you. I don't know. We might have, we might not have, but we're definitely playing Traveller. And it's a joy to have you all with us. We're going to run for about an hour and 40-ish or so, I think, tonight. A little bit of a break in the middle, as always, for our important toast. So hang out for as long or as short as you want. You know the score. We're pretty chilled. We're pretty relaxed. So chat if you want. Banter with us. Abuse us if you so wish, but in a kind and loving way, of course. It's just as if you're sat at the table with us, just slightly out of reach of the dice and any important buttons. But you can say what you want. It is a lovely large Baltic Star table after all. If you want to spend any points, click on the red sun and you can spend your Imperial credits. They range from 1,000 for a boon down to just a single solitary Imperial credit for I'll drink to that. If you want to agree with something or big us up, and I drink to that is a nice way to acknowledge an agreement, and then we'll raise a glass and we will indeed drink to that. It's a very communist price for a communist situation, which is very fitting for the planet we find ourselves on at the minute. In game, definitely not the UK. It's anything but communist, quite frankly. But anyway, who are we? Are us three beautiful players that are bringing this game to you this evening. First up, my name is Luke. I'm in the orange, which is always a brave choice. And I play two characters on this crew. I play Kara and I play Soraya. Kara is our hacker, our artist, our carouser, our trader, the best of our traders, I should add. And just an all-round good egg. With her is Soraya. Soraya is jack of all trades. My guns are... let's pull it out. Is Soraya our jack of all trades, our former scout, cheesy ball lover, slightly awkward, but she has her moments of revolution within the group. And one of the people she enjoys revolution with is played by my dear friend to my right. There he is, just down the table, sitting in his dusty corner. Really need to clean that up. He is my brother from another mother. He's the Floofmeister General, the housewife's favourite, the wonderful Ewan. Good evening, Ewan. How are you?
Hello, Luke. I'm doing really well, thanks. I'm doing very well. I apologise for the dust. I would spend more time cleaning it, but my time is mostly taken up by taking terrible notes.
Your notes are famously very thorough.
Are we using notes in the plural here?
Oh, yeah. Good point, Ben. Good point.
What I'd like to do, have you got a single piece of paper with your notes tonight? Have you got a wad?
I was telling Ben before the game that I've controversially gone digital with my notes.
Whoa!
Yes, indeed. Which has improved my ability to find notes that are relevant to this planet, or at least the last, 3 months worth of game. But it hasn't actually improved the quality of the notes themselves.
Have you got any good example of a bad note on there? Anything that you just can't remember what it means?
Not sure I do for this one. It's early days. It's early days on the planet. I do have that we've left Rose on the shuttle.
We have.
It feels reasonably important. And the trains run on top and underneath the rails, which some people wouldn't note down, but it felt.
But you did.
Felt good important to me. Yeah.
I did a little diagram. I don't know. So we can't all be perfect.
No.
But most importantly, do you remember the part of the city that we most need to go back to?
The part of the city that we most need to go back to. I mean, I'm going to be honest. The way we play, that could be anything. I do remember that there was something we passed on the train station where Some people got off, people didn't get off. Something was happening. It was here. It was in between. It was in between Central Dome and the landing pad at Elixir Downport, and it was the one stop in between.
It's like your nan trying to explain your favourite sci-fi to you.
I'll be able to
terrible.
find it. We just jump on the train back to Central Dome, and whatever stop is in between, that's the one we're going to go back to.
That's true. I guess you don't need the notes for that. The trains will take you.
Yeah.
It's like watching someone try to change channel on the TV, but they don't have the remote control in their hand. They've got a Mars bar.
And the TV's not a TV, it's a fish tank.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Then let's let you move on for your own sake. Why don't you tell us about your characters?
Oh, no, there's not more talking, is there? You didn't warn me about this. I play in tonight's Traveller game, for which I'm taking brilliant notes. The left-handed Floofy Varga, Carl Arnson, former general of the 17th Rift Runners. Oh. Some would say the best trader on the Baltic Star. Others would probably not. He is our military tactician, quite good at medic stuff if anyone's ever injured and we don't want them to die. He's one of the medics that we might choose to use. Yeah, that's him. I also play Stefan Miller, who is slightly... He's probably the least awkward of my two characters, I would say, which feels quite nice because he partners quite well often with Soraya. They have a nice little friendship going on. He likes cheesy balls as well, of course. Probably not as much as Soraya, but he'd never say such a thing in public. He is the slightly more underhanded member of our players. I don't know what more to say. Really,
he's got a fine line in dressing gowns.
He does have a fine line in dressing gowns. Mostly thanks to the fashion sense of the wonderful Sparrow. He's currently studying writing because he is writing his memoirs.
Oh God!
Which is quite exciting for him, less so for anyone else. But yeah,
that's lovely. I like the fact you said he's the least awkward. When you say least awkward, that includes Agnar and you.
Yeah, it does actually. Funnily enough, after that, it definitely does. Out of all the characters that I play, me, Agnar, and Stefan.
Well, there is someone who's never awkward, and that's because he is the smartest man in any room. And when you're the smartest man, such frivolities as awkwardness is not important. He lives his entire life in the Twin Peaks dream sequence and is often found being carried around Faversham, top of a sedan chair, carried by 6 heavily oiled topless Eastern European gentlemen. He is, of course, the Queen of Faversham. It is Ben. Good evening, Ben. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes, very well. I'm very much looking forward to some travel.
Oh, majestic!
That is true. You need to... that needs to bring him back onto Resplend. I clicked away. It's just at the wrong moment. You need a good Resplend. Oh dear. Before we carry on, we need to prioritise the Resplending. And he's suited in his best milk tray top tonight for deliveries later on. After that, he's about to judo chop some henchmen in the James Bond film.
Well, yes, it is my way.
It is your way.
Since we confiscated all these hats.
How has your week been, Ben?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty good this time. When the weather broke, things got a bit easier.
Oh yeah, this is good for you, isn't it? This is good for you.
Just cools down a little bit, and I'm happier. I'm not equipped for temperatures above 9 Celsius.
You worked hard, and you got through, and that's the main thing. I don't want to be the one that tells you that they're talking about potential record temperatures in August, though.
Where are these temperatures going to be happening?
The inside of your house, I heard.
Oh, great. Oh, this is excellent news. Thank you. That's cheered me right up.
Well, I just wanted to set you in a really nice mood for our adventure tonight.
I think you've done that splendidly. So, the adventure.
Yes.
Well, our heroes have made their way to Lemish, an important world and the subsector capital. Sammy and Syl have joined them in the expedition, while Rose has been left in charge of their weapons and booze on the shuttle at the Exelor Downport. Lemish is a pattern of islands, and this part at least is connected by a series of elevated train lines. So the travellers decided to aim for the central dome. The planet didn't exactly seem to be teeming with people, but it does look well organised. On arriving in the central dome, they began looking around the area known as North. They chose a bistro called Bistro Central North 6, which turned out to be one of a series of identical bistros in the dome. The food was good and inexpensive, and while they were there, they were approached by someone who would only talk to them if the staff was in the back, out of sight. The man, Paggy Rossett, is something called a relocator, someone who is in the process of emigrating from the planet. It turns out there's a process for getting a grant to help you leave, should you want to, but it's quite a procedure, and he's struggling to get everything lined up. If ultimately you don't qualify for the grant, then you only have one possible place to go, the colony of Wayland. Paggy seems confident that Wayland is not an ideal destination. The party met up with him again in the street close to his hotel, Hotel Central North 6. But he's still not welcome back inside, as there's a sign saying, political meeting, no relocators or off-worlders. And that is where we resume the story.
No, that's a very
So
important.
we're in a street. It is a well-maintained, clean, decent-looking street. And there's not much movement. You can, off in the distance, see people wandering about, but, not huge numbers.
Oh, Stefan, I forgot. No off-worlders. I really fancied that political meeting. You know what we're like. We loved a political meeting back in the day. We used to run them, if you remember.
That's true. That's true. I'm not sure they were quite political meetings, as you would say. It was more us in the pub, having a few drinks, talking politics. Is that a meeting? Does that count?
When there's two people and you're talking politics, it's a political meeting. Sometimes we get a third person if the barman couldn't get away quickly enough.
Yeah, true. Do you think we could get in anyway? What are they all wearing in there?
I don't know.
It's not like a uniform, is there? Can we pass?
I don't know. Imagine if they all wore bathrobes.
We'd fit right in.
You could stride around like you own the place.
I've got a travel one in my pocket, and I even bought a spare.
Beautiful. I don't know. Can we sneak into such places? It'd be interesting to know what they mean by political meeting. Do you know what I mean?
Ben, is there a window?
Yes, the hotel has windows, a front door, and next to the front door a notice, which says you're not welcome. But it's a fairly substantial building. There are windows on the side facing you, and it forms a block on its own. So there are side streets going down both sides as well.
Can we see into the meeting?
Would you like to cross over the street and peer in through a window or two?
Ooh.
I would. Soraya, would you like to cross over the street and peer into a window or two?
That'd take me back to those times we used to cross over streets and peer into windows.
Mostly pet shops, from what I remember.
I remember.
Happy days.
When things were so simple then.
Well,
go to a pub.
Not all the time.
Have a political meeting. Crossroads, pier at pet shops. They were good times.
Yeah, they were indeed.
We
You don't have to. It
No,
just seems like you're eager.
I'm keen. Can't you
You
tell?
know
I'm
me,
tingling.
I'm always up for mischief.
I know, you are. But and as it's just the two of us at the minute, and the rest of the posse are finishing up at the bistro.
Mm.
We can keep it low key. We're the two sneakiest anyway. After all, you know, the others are just Agnar's just too big and fuzzy and clumsy.
It's true. He stands out.
Okay.
He does stand
So
out.
would you like to sneak over or just walk over?
Sneaking feels like it really mark you out before you just maybe sneaking as we get closer.
Before you even get there.
Yeah. But let's save the sneaking for when we might need it.
All right.
Start with let's saunter over.
All right. Would you like to pick left or right side of the door? There are windows on both sides.
Oh, well,
got a choice.
You know from my scouting days, there's only one answer.
Mm.
Go left.
Indeed.
Go left, young man.
Let's
Go
go
left.
Okay. You arrive at the window, looking relaxed, and peer through as casually as you can easily manage. So, I'll tell you what. Can each of you please?
Ooh. This is a bit early for a dice roll. I don't like
It's going to be a streetwise with tell you what, I'm going to make it streetwise with Dex. It's an unusual combination, but I think it works here.
Okay. I got a bit of that.
Get these. Let's warm them up.
Ooh.
Expecting it. Okay. There's an 8 on the dice.
An 8 on the dice.
Plus 4 is a 12.
That's good because I've just got a 6 plus 1. I've just got the 7 for me.
Okay.
All right.
I'm glad you succeeded.
7 is good. 7's a good number.
It's lucky.
I think it's not as easy as you might think because of reflections from the window.
Ugh, lousy
But
reflections.
Stefan lines himself up in the right angle so that the light from above, from the dome, doesn't cause any particular issues, and is able to find an angle to look subtly through the glass. What you're looking at is a hotel lobby. It has a largish counter with a single staff member behind it. And that staff member is sitting down and completely ignoring the room for the moment. There's no one else visible.
Oh, it's just an empty lobby, so
Just
there's
an
a
empty
poor
lobby.
old Tim. Well, there's a poor old Tim sat behind the desk like he
God.
wasn't invited to the meeting.
Oh, does he look bored?
He's just kind of sat there, picking his nose a bit.
Oh, poor Tim.
Oh, he's going to eat it.
Oh, you know what I could do?
No, sorry, what? I was distracted.
That if I could take my trousers off and I could take my top off.
I failed to see where this is going.
So I will half lift her top up over her breasts. Like there's fear, but then you may notice that she's got her invisibility bodysuit on.
So you're just a floating head, and you'll freak him out.
That's
He'll run
like,
away, and we can have free roam of the hotel. I like it.
Well, the lobby.
Well, yeah, the lobby. I like this. It's a good idea.
It comes with a hood as well, so I won't even be a floating head. I could just be floating eyes or floating nose. Or just
I'm happy.
keep an ear out, a little floating ear.
Just floating here.
Yeah, I could.
Interesting.
I could take off on the gloves. I could be like that Thing character from that old Earth show that we watched with the creepy family.
Oh yeah. Do you think that's how they did it?
Yeah, I think that they probably had the tech.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, listen. Do you want me to hold your clothes for you? Have you got a bag I can put them in so I don't look quite so weird? Just standing around with an armful of extra clothes.
And they're some of my favourite clothes as well.
I'll look at them.
I tell you what, if
I'll try and look after them.
hang on,
Let me check with you if you want.
Let me check what I'm wearing. We came casually dressed, if I remember correctly.
Yep,
apart
pretty
from
casual.
Agna, apart from Agna, which means she will be in her. I think she's in her geeks stuff, so she'll have a hoodie. I think.
Although, do you know what? You could just stuff them inside of the invisibility thing.
I thought I'd be a big, bulgy, invisible person. That'd
Yeah, but nobody would see you.
Then I'll bump into things.
It would be perfect.
Suddenly I'll have a big old booty that I'll bump into, and
that's true.
Hunchback. I'll knock a candle over and blunder, and it's gonna be terrible.
The Hunchback of knock a candle over.
Exactly. Should I? When I get there, if no one sees me, should I go up to the bar and pick up a glass and be like, "Woo!" freak the two out?
What's the tech level here? They'll have heard of these things, right? I think they might put two and two together.
I mean, it's not it's not a low tech world, but it's not particularly high.
I guess it depends on the kind of person you get. I think believing in ghosts took a dramatic fall. Have you seen that? You've seen that graph that they have after the invention of the invisibility suits. Even if it is ghosts nowadays, some people just think, it's just some person in an invisibility suit.
Or a ghost in an invisibility suit.
Oh, exactly.
If someone dies while they're wearing an invisibility suit, do they come back to haunt people as a ghost in an invisibility suit?
Maybe they're visible.
Oh, this is all very interesting, but
it's getting us nowhere.
It is getting us nowhere. Let's just check that no one's watching as I strip off. It's a bit awkward. Why don't we go down one of the little side bits? Let's find the quieter of the little streets, and we'll do.
Okay.
That.
I know you're going to pick left, so I'm not going to ask you left or right down the side streets.
I say one of the streets, clearly left.
So you head down the little alley to the left. There are also windows down the side of the building here, and the first few are almost immediately. You get past the corner of the hotel, and then there's a little gap where there aren't windows, but there is a door. And then beyond that, after a little break in the windows, there are a group of subsequent windows, and sort of at the far end, almost against the back wall, almost to the back wall, there's another door.
Are we quite quiet in the street right now, Ben?
There is nobody visible in the street, but to be fair, they could be wearing stealth suits.
They could, and that's the danger. We'll have to chance it. If we don't,
look at the mayhem you've unlocked, Luke, by purchasing that. Now anyone could be wearing them.
Just what you need to remember, Stefan, is at any time when you're in the privacy of your room, I could be in there watching you without you knowing.
Stefan's got his back turned at this point because he still feels a little awkward, even though Soraya is about to turn invisible. Do you know what? We should really utilise it for the next Baltic Style talent show. We could definitely do some magic tricks. I could make you disappear. You could reappear. We could levitate some stuff.
I could pick someone's glass up and go, woo.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Right, look. If I strip all my stuff off into my hoodie, you can sort of tie the sleeves and then just bundle it in. We've not got our weapons
find
handy,
a
of
little,
course. A stick that
yeah,
you could carry it in.
yeah, a little bindle.
Yeah, that'd be
That'd be
nice.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the good old days
Oh,
outside the
good
pet shop.
old days. Oh, I remember it well. When you tried to steal a small Moanth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Turns out that they don't like being wrapped up in a hoodie and tied to the end of a stick.
No, that hoodie got wrecked.
Mm. And the stick.
And the stick, and
It was,
and that person's arm when it escaped.
so,
If I remember, it was quite
yeah,
angry.
that was mostly their fault, I think. They tried to get in the way.
Yeah, you can't get in the way when there's an angry Moanth that's just been shoved in a hoodie
No.
on the loose. Oh.
Are you done?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah,
turn around?
yeah. Look, here I am. Look, woo.
Where?
Okay.
Where? I can't see anything. Where are you?
Well, I know that it sadly doesn't make me. It just makes it less likely to be seen if I remember correctly, Ben. It's not a cheat code, as it were.
It's not a perfect invisibility, that's right,
Yeah.
because it wasn't exactly built for you.
Mm.
But it is.
But I
It
make
is
it look good.
definitely a significant enhancement to stealth. So in the alley where you're now standing,
Yes.
invisible,
Oh.
there are those two doors. The
Mm.
one towards the back wall is completely unmarked and doesn't seem to have any kind of handle or opening on it.
Oh,
It
that's
gives the
pretty
vibe of an emergency exit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so hard to enter.
The one sort of in the middle of this side says staff only on it.
What do you reckon? So I suddenly feel quite staffy, Stefan.
Oh, you look just like a member of the staff.
I do.
Apart from that one guy that I saw in the lobby, the rest of them couldn't see them anywhere.
That's because that's because they all wear stealth suits.
Nah.
So it thrills the customers. They just see their drinks coming around like woo.
Oh, you could do that. You could definitely have a themed bar.
You
That'd be
could.
good.
That'd be good.
Good business. Good business model.
Right, look. What I'll do is I'll keep my my device on. Let's plug into our quiet listening, and you can keep me posted. I'll try and keep you posted when I have a chance. And if you can keep an eye on the windows, you seem to be really good at looking through windows. It seems to be a great skill that you've developed over the years.
No, it's all the time gazing at baby lamps in the pet shop.
Wow, it was time well spent. So maybe if I try and sneak around inside, maybe we can have you looking through outside to maybe sort of guide me in some way, perhaps. We'll call the front. We'll call the front of the hotel the front of hotel, and we'll call the rear. We'll call it the back of hotel.
Not front too.
No, and then we'll call it the port of hotel and the starboard of hotel.
Okay, got it. Front, back, port, starboard.
Yeah. You know what side port is, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
So are you going to try the staff door or head back onto the main street and try the front door or walk around the other sides of the building?
I'll tell you what, I'm going to try. We don't know what's behind the staff door, but we know what's behind the main door. I'm going to try the main door, please.
Okay. So you set off back the way you came and around to the front of the hotel. There still doesn't seem to be much activity in the street, but as you walk down, you can see Paggy leaning against a wall and glancing occasionally at the hotel to see if they're letting him back in yet. Other than him, this little street seems to be largely empty, and you arrive pretty quickly at the front door into the hotel. This is a door with a push button, which if you touch it, it will slide open.
Why don't you push it, Stefan? So like, if they look up, you can be like, "Oh, sorry, mate," and come up with one of your amazing, those amazing excuses you come up with.
I appreciate the what you're trying to do. It's probably not entirely accurate most of the time, but I'll push the button. That's fine. I've got it. Don't worry.
Okay. So you push the button. Would you like to step inside, Stefan, as well, or are you just going to loiter outside?
No, I assume it opens to the lobby and there's still a staff.
It does. It opens effectively from the point of view of the main desk. It will open in front of that desk and to the left.
So he'll stand outside because the sign says that off-worlders aren't allowed to enter, and he'll call through the door and he'll just say, "Excuse me, I did notice the sign that that off-worlders can't come in at the minute. Would that change if I rented a room? Would I be able to access my room?"
The person behind the counter looks up and I think it's fair to say gives a kind of blank smile, like a professional smile, like they do it all day, and responds, "I'm sorry, the hotel is off limits to off-worlders, but only for the duration of the meeting. It should be finished in 2 or 3 hours."
2 or 3. Am I all right to wait outside as long as I don't come into the hotel?
The hotel is off limits. The rest of the city is yours to explore.
Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And he'll take one very poignant step back from the door and watch them as they close. I assume they close. If not, he'll wait there awkwardly for a long period of time.
Every time they start closing, they open again.
You step back.
One more step back.
And the doors do begin to close, but they're not in any particular hurry. These are doors intended to be used by regular people who might even have luggage and things.
Oh.
And then he's going to make his way to the window to look through once more and try and guide Soraya. That's what she said. And as he does, he gets his phone out. He sends a message to Soraya. Slight flaw in your plan. These windows are really glary. And then he'll send another message straight away afterwards. And you're invisible.
So, Soraya,
he will keep an eye out for any floating drinks, though.
You can obviously slip in through the open door without any particular problem. The space you step into, to your left is a lobby, and against the sort of far side of it, like the side towards the back of the hotel, not the side towards the side of the hotel, is that desk running along, and behind it, a hotel staffer. Directly in front of you, there is a sort of hallway stretching away, which seems to have lifts on both sides. And at the far end, a door, like a large double door, which ends the hallway. And to your immediate right, there's a sort of lobby lounge area, seating and things of that nature that hotels often have for people to meet each other down there before they head out or before they check in, that kind of thing. The only signage of note, other than a label on the front desk, which literally reads front desk, is those two doors, the double door at the end of the hallway directly in front of you, has a sign on it which says meeting room.
Soraya will slowly slip around, trying to stay in areas that wouldn't be directly in his view. I guess he's finishing talking to Stefan, and look for a place, ideally where she can crouch down or not quite be in his field of view. So maybe in like the lounge area or something like that.
If you walk through to the lounge part, you can definitely be out of his line of sight there.
Wonderful.
If you walk down that passageway between the lifts, that would be completely out of his line of sight as well. And even if you were close to the beginning of that passageway in the area immediately behind the door, you'd be kind of around the corner from him.
Nice. I'll start by, because she's slipping in, I'll start by slipping into the little lobby lounge area first to sort of not catch a breath. She's not that unfit, but just have a moment in the surroundings and crouch down behind a chair so that she can pull the phone out, because we don't have a floating phone.
Can you please roll a stealth for me, please, with a boon?
And because Stefan's decided to send me messages instead of just talking to me.
This is stealth with dex and a boon, please.
Okay. I've got good stealth. That's good. Oh, that's good. Hang on, I'll roll another one. I only rolled 2. Oh, that's a 6, 4, and a 6.
Oh.
Okay. You are effectively completely silent as you step inside. The light coming in through the windows casts a slightly disruptive pattern of shadows on the floor. And as you step through and glance down at your own movements, you look pretty close to invisible.
Oh, lovely.
You certainly don't attract any attention from the person behind the counter.
It's how I felt as a young teenage girl at school, just invisible, that no one paid any attention to me. She looks at the message that Stefan sent through, and she, as the phone's out, she sends one back saying she typos it because it shows obviously what she's been reading recently. Dumbledore's say meeting room, far end of hallway, heading that way. Move round the side. Would you say are the double doors more to the port or starboard of the hotel, Ben, or are they directly in the middle?
They're right through the middle of it. Essentially, if you come in through the front doors, the space you walk into, if you turn left, you walk into the lobby with the desk. If you turn right, you walk into the lounge area, which is essentially a mirror image of that lobby to the left. And if you go straight on, you go straight between the lifts, right in the middle of the building. And at the far end of that corridor, there is a double door. So it literally is right down the spine of the building.
Cool. Pick a side, look through the windows. I'm heading to the meeting room.
Stefan thinks for a
and then
while.
also please use speech next time, so I don't have to get my phone out. Send a message.
He'll look left, he'll look right, and he'll remember Soraya's wise words, and he will indeed go left.
Okay.
My son, go left.
So you're heading back down the same alley you went down before?
Yes.
Okay. In essence, now that you've seen the inside layout, you can be aware that staff door would lead to a space that's effectively behind that reception desk. So if you keep going, then there are a couple more windows and then the sort of emergency exit like door towards the back of this side of the hotel. Would you like to peer through a window and see what's going on?
Stefan would know this from before, but are there any windows in the emergency exit doors?
The emergency exit door is just a plain door. Nothing.
First things first, he'll get up reasonably close to the emergency exit door, so that to cut down any visibility from the windows.
Right.
Have a little look around and see if anyone's coming, and if the coast is clear, he'd like to undo the little bindle of hoodie of clothes that he was handed.
Mm-hmm.
And what's in there, Luke?
There will be a Geeker Geeks cap, like a Geeker sports shirt, like the one she would have worn for when she got to play for the thingy team, and I believe she's got the hoodie would be for who was the race team that she infiltrated? The yellow one, that one.
Okay.
VCI,
Yes.
VCI.
Yeah.
VCI, yeah, and like a VCI hoodie.
Anything for the bottom half?
That would have just been some like cargo trousers.
Okay. He'll take out the cargo trousers and he will double check that nobody's looking, and then he'll put them away in his little secret storage compartment.
Okay.
And then he'll tie the bindle back up really quickly and have a little chuckle to himself.
Okay.
This is the first time I've wondered whether his secret compartment has a smell, and it's really put me off now. I'm on edge.
Hey, you
really on edge.
redeemed the Stefan sneaky masterclass. I'm just putting it out.
All right.
Is there a gun in there already? Did we stash a gun in there for this planet? I forget. We stash guns in there from time to time.
No, I don't believe he does. He does have his one that's inbuilt into his hand.
Just pew pew.
So I don't think he would have tried to sneak another one on.
Yeah.
To a world that doesn't allow them.
No, exactly.
Okay. So while you're doing that, Soraya, if you want to go to that meeting room door, you would need to make your way down the passageway between the doors of the lifts.
Yeah.
You can actually do that without stepping in line of sight of the person behind the desk.
Wonderful. So there's lifts, but then there's they're either side of the passageway.
Yes, there are three on each side, basically, all facing this central passageway.
Okay, cool. So past there, on the side of the staff room, which we were in, I'm guessing is there a door that could be to the staff room after the lifts?
No, there is not.
Oh. Are there any more doors after the lifts on either side?
No.
Just
the sort of double door to the meeting room. The door to the staff room that you would have probably spotted is actually behind the reception desk.
Ah, that makes some sense. Cool. Okay. I will make my way down to the meeting room doors. What sort of handles am I greeted with?
They are doors. You've seen these kind of doors a lot. They are essentially plastic doors, but they are made to look textured and dark in color, a little bit like they may be made of wood or stone or something a bit more natural than just a sheet of plastic.
Yeah.
They don't have handles or anything on them, but they do have those push plates to indicate that if you push on them, they'll swing open.
Yeah. Any windows?
No, completely solid.
Okay. Stefan, what have you got eyes on the meeting room, or can you not see it from where you are?
Hold on. I'm just passing the.
So this is all whispered, by the way.
Sure.
Just passing the emergency doors.
Okay.
I'll be there soon. Once he's done, he'll continue on his way.
Okay, so you're going to peer through a window down towards the back of the building?
Yeah.
Okay, can you roll a streetwise for me, please, with Dex, please?
Oh, sorry, that's embarrassing. That's an 11 plus
Okay.
4 for
Oh,
the 15.
he's good at Windows.
He's good at Windows, apparently.
The entire rear portion of the ground floor of this hotel, does contain a single large meeting room. Where you are actually behind the lectern, so to speak. The speaker, you're looking at their back as you peer through the window, and you can see there are quite a lot of seats filling the rest of the space, looking roughly in your direction. But only 3 of them appear to have people in them. There is a speaker standing on the stage, and 3 people sitting all in the front row, watching the speaker.
Yeah. I can see it. I'm right behind some guys talking, giving a lecture. I don't know, whatever they do at political meetings at this place. Any information you want?
How many
Are
people?
you in there?
How many people are there? They're like hundreds?
Well, I can see 3, but to be fair, the rest of them might be wearing invisibility suits.
Well, they are. Yes, it's the norm. Are there any floating glasses? That'll give it away.
Oh, what, like drinking glasses or
Either.
Oh no, neither.
Can you see the big double doors from where you are? So it should be to your right, I'm guessing.
Yes, you can indeed see them. They are about halfway back along the side wall of the room.
Yep.
And they have push plates that side as well. So presumably they swing both ways, so to speak. They are well behind the 3 people sitting in the front row, but they might, if they moved, you might notice them if you were standing on the stage.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can see them.
I'm worried that the speaker or whoever might see if the doors move. So can you like bang on the windows really loud? Don't show your face or something, anything. But can you like get their attention to just look away for a second and just tell me when they've turned, and I'll slip in. Because I'm worried about the door sort of swinging open, and it being they might not think anything about it, but this suit's not perfect. It wasn't made for me, was it? I fit it more beautifully, but any sort of weirdness might catch them. But if I'm in the room, they probably won't notice me,
Okay. I mean, the sign didn't say anything about not banging on windows.
Right, exactly.
But it is a little bit weird.
Do something else. I don't know.
I know there's not many other options, are there?
Blow your cheeks out and like make a funny face on it. I don't know. Just if you can get their attention for a second, and I just need him to turn, right?
Presumably.
Okay. What I'll do is I know you said not to send any more messages, but I'll line up a message and I'll have it in my pocket. And when he's turned, I'll press send. You don't have to look at it.
Yeah, just vibrate. It's all right. Yeah.
Once you know you're getting one, then it's good to go in. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. And Stefan will he'll just type into his phone, "This is so stupid. You're doing this next time." And he'll put his hand in his pocket with his phone, and he'll bang on the window quite confidently.
Okay. Let me see. I'm going to make you roll.
Oh no! It's been a lot of rolling tonight.
I know. I'm going to put in quotes quite confidently. Quite confidently.
Oh, thanks. It's an important note.
I'm going to make you roll a deception with Dex, please.
Okay. That's a 7 plus 3.
Okay.
10.
All right. You bang on the window. Presumably you're actually staying out of sight. You just want the noise.
No, he'll stand in plain sight.
Okay.
Well, he's quite confident.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. You bang on the window, and the three people in the front row immediately their heads turn to face the window, and the person on the stage, who is a middle-aged woman, she turns around and stares sort of uncomprehendingly at the window for a moment.
Send the message, and then once he's sent the message, he'll take the hand out of his pocket and he'll just sort of point to his wrist and look questioningly, like.
You sort of make a, like you're asking them how long they're going to be, basically.
Yeah, either that. Yeah, pretty much that. It fits with the story. I think it works.
Okay. The woman stares at you for a moment, and then she shouts quite loudly, "We've got a while yet," and then, theatrically turns her back and gets back to her meeting. Now, while this is happening, Soraya.
Yes, please.
Presumably, you'd like to slip into the room while this is going on.
Yep, I will take Stefan. She's trusted him many times in the past, and this is another one of those times.
Okay.
So as immediately as it comes, she's going for it.
All right. You do have to roll a stealth, I'm afraid.
That's
it's going to be
fine.
stealth with dex.
Yeah.
But you can have a boon.
Thank you. That's probably good, because that was a 2, a 4, and a 6.
Yeah, that's going to be great. So you push open the door. It moves completely silently.
Oh, lovely.
And you slip inside the room, presumably just letting the door swing shut behind you.
Yeah.
Okay, so from where you are in the room, you can actually see Stefan through the window. You're in the room when the woman shouts back, "We've got a while yet." Nobody in the room is looking in your direction or paying any attention. All of the seats in front of you are facing to your left, towards that that little stage, and the woman standing on it at a podium type thing. Other than the door you came in through, there are 2 other exits. They are both emergency exits with like crush bars across the inside.
Yeah.
Which you've seen a million times in your life. If you push them, the whole thing will swing open.
Yeah.
At the back of the room, the opposite side from the lectern, there's a little table up against the wall, and on there are there's room for refreshments, but for this meeting, all there is some water. The emergency exit doors have a label on the inside of each, which says fire exit. Please be considerate when opening doors, as guests may be sleeping.
Yes, it's going to be a noise. Is that the one near Stefan's window?
There's one on, they face each other. There's one right in the back corner on the left wall, and there's one right in the back corner on the right wall.
Lovely. Perfect. I got my diagram. Wonderful. While Stefan is doing his thing, Soraya will give the old symbol to him, which of course he can't see.
He continues. Once the woman turns back around, he wanders off in the direction he was going.
The woman turns back to her audience, and they take a couple of seconds to settle down after the interruption. But before long, she begins to glance through her little electronic note-taking device, and she says, "I'm sorry, just give me a moment. I need to get back to where I was." And she sort of glances down, and she says, "Right, the aquariums. We were at the aquariums. Right. So, fish captures. Fish captures are down about 0.3% from this time last year. And that's despite the fact that, by common account, the efficiency metrics for our fishing fleet are actually improved by 0.1%. This is within the standard error bars that we use for this kind of assessment, and so we're being told not to worry about it. However, I'm concerned that if we don't see an improvement in fish captures attached to the efficiency improvements, then it will ultimately lead to a situation in which there is not sufficient impetus to continue to improve the efficiency of our fish catching processes. So I'm throwing this open to the floor, and I'd very much like anyone's opinion on what we can do in order to properly incentivize people to improve their efficiency, because it's not going to help if just random luck of where the fish happen to be doesn't comport with our efficiency metrics. Bear in mind, they have 2 or 3 more hours of this.
Do you have 2 or 3 more hours of this?
Oh, trust me, I can do 2 or 3 more hours of this. But it becomes clear very quickly that this is like a local meeting of people who have interest in, but are not very interesting.
Yeah, got
it. They want to talk about everything.
Cool. So they're very thorough and well-meaning in that regard, I guess, but it's not exciting in any way.
It genuinely isn't interesting. Every time she makes a point, and they are usually about agriculture, fishing, the Skrells, their welfare, educational results, promotion prospects, the economy. She's got a list of things she wants to go through, and every time she puts out what she thinks or what she believes, and then asks for input from the floor. And each time she goes person to person, and they each tell her she's right, or that they wouldn't worry about it, or that they have an idea, and she makes diligent and careful notes, and it is incredibly dull.
Oh god, Soraya's struggling to keep her eyes open, and is trying to work out her escape route. She gives it, she gives it 20 minutes just in case there's some sort of. It's good to learn a bit, and there might be some sort of sinister undercurrent, but I'm guessing more and more it becomes clear that it's just a boring undercurrent then, and a boring overcurrent, and just
It
a
is.
boring current.
If you lived here and you actually wanted to be a good citizen who contributed, these kinds of things would be an opportunity to assemble a little letter of community intent that you could send to an administrator and show that you were involved and you could feel that you were doing your part.
Yeah.
But it's not particularly exciting for someone who doesn't live here, and it's probably not that exciting even for someone who is living here, which may explain why there are only 3 people other than the speaker.
Yeah, the hardy few. How are they dressed, by the way? Out of interest, we need some sparrows here, so we need some local clothing colour.
Well, actually, that's an interesting question. They all seem to be wearing pretty much identical coloured clothing. What they are wearing is a fairly utilitarian cut of clothing in a kind of slate grey, mid-grey. All of the actual styles are different. The woman standing on the podium is wearing a sort of knee-length dress. The other 3 are wearing trousers, but they're all of the same colour, even though the styles, the actual cut, is slightly different for each of them.
Was the person in the bistro also wearing this colour?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. Now, do I go out the way I come in, or do I just run through the crash barrier and wake everyone up? Confuse the world. So I will look round. Does there appear to be any cameras in the room?
Can you roll a streetwise for me, please, with intellect?
Okay. Oh man, I'm rolling after a bad start. I'm rolling too well. That is a 14.
14. There don't appear to be any cameras or recording devices here, no.
Which is a shame, because I'd love to rewatch that speech.
It's all right, I saved it on the phone. We watch it later. We'll play it back on one of our PowerPoint presentation evenings.
I like it.
We should do them in the Baltic Star. Actually, we should talk about fishing quotas and such like. And
the fishing quota is exactly the same as it was last week.
say it's 0.
0 fish.
We'll talk about the use of how many sheets of toilet roll, if it's gone up or down. The cleaning detergent. Soraya will again turning her back so that any sort of phone is hidden behind her body, I suppose. I'm guessing because
that'll work.
Because it's a displacement suit, it's not see-through. It's so you can hide something behind. It's not like magic in that regard.
Well, there's an upside and a downside to that.
Yeah.
The upside is that anyone looking at Soraya wouldn't be able to see the phone because Soraya's in the way, in theory.
Yeah.
The downside is that the way the suit works is that it projects an image of anything that's in front of it to behind it.
And so you'd see it.
So they would actually see an image of the phone projected on Soraya's back.
Oh, in which case, let's not do that. I'll hold it. I'll hold it up behind the chair, I guess.
Yep. That'll work.
I shall say, I'm about to run through a crash message. I'm about to run through that crash door. It's so boring. I'd rather confuse them than stay here any longer. Get ready to run. Probably around the back corner.
Okay. So effectively, you're telling Stefan to run round the back of the hotel.
Yeah.
And to meet you at the other corner.
Yeah. I'm not going to run past her. That would be a bit.
Yep.
A bit risky. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Then on that basis, you will be relatively stealthy, but she's likely to hear a footstep or feel some sense of movement in the air. And in any event, that's going to be completely irrelevant when that emergency exit bangs open, which she's definitely going to notice.
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll find out what happens after we take a break.
Bring a bit of excitement in.
It is a suitably.
We'll see how it goes. Huh?
Indeed. It's a suitably whimsical cliffhanger for a break in the middle of an episode and not the end of an episode. I like it.
We needed some whimsy after fish talk.
Yes, indeed.
Right, let me load
Fish talk and education.
Fish talk and education. The one with fish talk and education. Have we got the title already?
Oh, there you go.
They'll watch it in their droves. Right. Right, I'm going to click on the break picture. I'm going to click on the music picture, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere, guys. Here we go. Good evening. Welcome back to the second part of tonight's Boys in the Baltic Star. And as always, as we return, we return with a coaster toast to our fallen comrade, the finest barman that anyone could ever have hoped for, whose time on the Baltic Star was short, it must be said, but has lived on long in our memories. In fact, when I removed this poster, if you look down the corridor of the Baltic Star at the far end, we look briefly into Bass Bar, where the mural can just be spotted that was painted up there by Cara those months ago in memory. Now, over the last few months, I've been looking through an old shoebox of his writings, his musings, and I found another one this evening I'd like to share with us all. It's the start of a poem that he was working on. Those are hours when, maybe towards the end of the evening, where the drinks are flowing a bit more slowly, and he had time to jot away in between drink pouring. And this one, this poem's called The Cider. The Cider. And it goes something like this. Cider, cider, drinking pints, in the bar at midnight. What drunken hand or eye could drown thy half-drunk schooner? On what beer stains shirts or thighs? Spilt the beer of thine pints? On what skin dare he perspire? What left or right hand dare hold the cider? Clearly, he was serving a lot of cider that evening. And I wish I had some to toast with this evening. But let us all anyway raise a glass of whatever we're drinking and share a toast to the late, great Greyhill Bast.
The late, great Greyhill Bast.
The late, great Greyhill Bast.
Thank you, Jacko, Sparrow. Greyhill.
Okay. So, I'm not going to make you roll a stealth for this one, Soraya, because stealth really isn't the point.
Nope. Ish.
Because you've given Stefan a heads up, Stefan, are you going to saunter round the back or are you going to run?
He will heave his bindle over his shoulder and run as fast as he can.
Okay. Then, in that case, since you were given a little bit of advance warning as to what was going to happen, I'm going to suggest that for little more than cinematic purposes, you are approaching that corner when suddenly the emergency exit that you can't see but is just round the corner from you bangs open, and an invisible Soraya comes plunging through it. Even as the door swings open, there is an alarm that goes off in the hotel, and it appears to also be replicated outside. The noise is shrill and very obvious, and sounds not unlike you would expect a fire alarm or emergency alarm to sound. And you can therefore presumably assume that running out in front of you is Soraya, but she's very hard to see. So I do have a question. Are you going to sort of continue running down that same direction, parallel to the back of the hotel? Or are you going to turn right and run up towards the street to the front of the hotel? Or do you just want to stop there by the by the corner?
He will probably not stop. What if he was to continue down the back of the hotel without turning down the alleyway? Is it what's there? What's out the back, the further back of the hotel, I suppose.
Okay, if you were to run down that street, there are what appear to be pretty bland-looking homes and office building type places on both sides of the street for a fairly short distance before you hit what looks like a larger road, a sort of bigger thoroughfare.
He'll head for the larger road. I feel.
Okay.
Feels like it might be more crowded.
Right, that's the way Soraya's gone as well.
Okay.
So she'll see. Keep up, we're swinging left at the big road.
Okay.
Come on, you div.
Always
It's
left.
It's like the olden days.
Right.
stole
I
that
am
Moab.
going to.
Except we're older.
Oh, the cramp.
Okay. I'm going to ask both of
Brunch
you
was a
to
bad
roll
idea.
an athletics dex plus dex, please.
Okay.
Oh, that's in your wheelhouse.
That is indeed. It's a good one, hopefully. Okay. So 6 plus 4 for a 10, please.
Oh, flat
Okay.
8. Flat 8 for me.
All right. As you run, you have a little bit of a head start, a little sort of moment of calm, other than the noise, which is slowly fading behind you. But not very many seconds later, doors start to open in the buildings on this street, and a few people begin to emerge. Most of them are behind you, but you can hear doors opening and people coming out and shouting to each other about what's going on. And you do see in front of you a door open and a fairly young woman step out. She is also wearing grey clothing, slate grey clothing, but she is holding in her hand a royal blue hat, which she is in the process of putting on her head.
Oh.
And she glances up at the two of you running towards her, though she can only see one of you, especially in the heat of the moment. And she yells out to Stefan, "Off-worlder, stop!"
If I were to guess, how much of a good look did she get at Stefan?
Not enormously good, because you're still pelting towards her and she's only had a second or two. But without being silly about it, you're not wearing slate grey, so you do stand out a bit.
Yeah. Stefan will stop, and he'll just say, "Run! Can't you hear the alarm?"
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
That's good. That is good. That is good.
Can you roll, please, a deception with intellect?
What?
And you can have a boon for this.
Just doing what I'm told. So I'm not deceiving.
You're definitely deceiving her.
Maybe a little bit. Sorry, deception with
intellect.
Intellect. Okay, that's a 10 on the dice plus 1 for deception.
Oh yes.
11. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, it's been quite good tonight. No.
You've had a good
Do
night.
feel
Yeah.
She responds, "You can stop running. The alarm's coming from down there." And then she, remembering her duty, presumably, runs past you towards the hotel.
Stefan looks around weirdly, like, do I? Oh, maybe it's just because I was running, and he'll turn back in the direction he was heading and start walking.
Okay. It isn't very long before you reach a busier road. And on this road, there are people who have been alerted to the alarm who are coming out. They're a little bit further away from the hotel. They are, some of them just standing around in groups on the street. But there are a few of them pulling on these royal blue hats. And they are running towards the alarm.
I want a royal blue hat.
They do look nice. Stefan will stop somebody in grey, but not necessarily with a royal blue hat, I guess. As he's walking along, and he'll say, "What's the alarm? I got panicked." You might be aware that I'm not from here.
The local says probably a fire at the hotel up there.
Oh goodness! I assume that's the hats are people who fight fires on this world, put them out.
The hats.
The blue hats. I saw lots of people putting them on and heading towards the alarm.
Yes, there are people who are our emergency services. They volunteer for that role, and then they are trained, and they carry with them a hat. And when an alert comes out or something needs to be done, they pull on their hat to indicate that they are in fact our emergency services, so that people will know who to obey in an emergency.
Well, that's a very good idea. Do you mind? I assume there's like you have a quota of a set number of people, set number of hatties to have in any sort of district of the city.
I don't know that there's a specific quota. Everybody is expected to volunteer to do something when you become adult. You choose to give up some of your time for education or for support services, to work in healthcare or emergencies. And there are other roles as well. But if you are responding to an emergency, you put on your blue hat.
Yes, of course. Well, it's a shame about the quota thing. I know. I have a friend who'd be very interested in the figures and the details of the plan. Thank you for putting me at ease. I was very panicked. We've been to some places that aren't quite as well organised when it comes to emergencies, and so.
Oh well,
I may have overreacted. But,
we're very proud of our system. And as the conversation has gone well, this person actually points out somebody who is striding confidently towards this same junction, effectively the junction of the big road with the one you just ran out of. And this person has blue sleeves on his top. And your new contact says, and here is a local supervisor.
The sleeveys are the supervisors over the hatties.
Well, they're supervisors over everything.
Oh, I see. Yep. So you obey them more in an emergency situation, or they just always have their sleeves on?
They have a job of being a supervisor, so they always wear their blue sleeves. Yes.
I see. Well, you've been very reassuring. What's your name? Sorry,
Marked.
Market. It's been a pleasure to meet you. My name's Maurice. How do you spell Market?
Markiid.
It's not a name that I've heard before. It's a very lovely name.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. I'm sorry you were startled by the alarm.
Oh no, not at all. I'm glad everything is in hand.
So while this conversation is going on, what's Soraya doing?
She's slowly slowing down and looking back and realising that Stefan stopped about 60 metres behind her.
Okay.
And slowly slopes back, but is very much aware that she's not wanting to draw too much attention. I know people's attention's drawn elsewhere, but she's not like, she's still been aware of the levels of shade and light and things like that, I suppose.
Yeah. So she's sort of picking quiet corners to hustle through.
Yeah, working her way back closer to Stefan. The idea is to be there as he finishes talking to Markiid, I suppose.
Okay. Then Markiid indeed is done with the conversation, and having got over the initial excitement, he actually wanders back into one of the buildings.
Stefan.
Stefan won't look in any particular direction. He'll just quietly say to himself, "Yes,
It's me, God."
I appreciate the confidence, but maybe now isn't the time for funny little quips. God of the Scouts, maybe.
I have a task for you, Stefan.
If it's got anything to do with burning bushes, I'm out.
Take off your feet. The place we're standing is very holy ground.
Take off my feet?
Your feet. Did you not hear?
I did, but it feels like... Listen, people are going to start thinking I'm crazy. Although, actually, I think if you talk to God, it's okay, but if he talks back, then I think that's where the issue lies. Someone once told me.
Shoes, lie. Let's find a dark corner. I'd like some clothes back on.
Okay.
I bore of invisibility. I want the world to see me at my best.
Okay, you lead the way.
I can't wait to get this. Can't wait to get my t-shirt back on, my trousers. Oh, it's going to be great. Let's find a dark corner somewhere if there's any, Ben. I doubt there's dark corners, but a quiet street if there's any.
There are certainly quieter ones, especially now that people are going back inside their buildings. Yes.
Have you made a bindle out of my clothes?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know which way you'd led. Yeah. Well, I found this cool looking stick, and I thought it was the least conspicuous way to carry a bundle of clothing.
Oh, this is like that year you spent backpacking around, carrying all your belongings.
It's a little bit like that. Do you know what though? Somebody was really interested. I met a guy and I was talking to him about why I was carrying around a bundle of clothes. So I just explained that they're my friends and.
Lovely.
He asked to see them. It was a little bit weird. Some guy called Markiid.
Markiid. Sounds nice.
Yeah, and he was very inquisitive. He asked lots of questions about the clothes. I told him the story about your geeker your wonderful performance for the Geek Geeks when I was explaining the hoodie. I reenacted a little bit of your game, not as well as your game, but I reenacted it a little bit and spoke about the old Pelago races as well.
You did all that in the 20 seconds?
No, this was a little while ago. This is why you were inside.
Oh, that's good. Well, speaking of which, cool. I've got the t-shirt. That's nice. Let me just unzip this a little bit, get a bit of air in. Okay, get the t-shirt. That's nice. Don't need the hoodie at the minute. I'm a bit sweaty still. This suit's not very breathable.
No.
Look, put your hands here. Look.
No, don't worry.
Just look at my forearms. Just slick with sweat.
They are.
Nice.
They are.
Look, let me just run it against your
no,
of your head.
Don't. Why would you? So mean.
That's nice. That's good, huh? Okay, that's good. I got my, so I'll put
ready.
Yeah. Where are my keks?
Huh?
My keks, my trues, my trolleys.
Your trolleys. You can give me any trolleys. What's a trolley?
My baggies.
Oh, you.
My lady shoes.
What are the car keys? Your trousers.
My cargo pants.
They're in the bindle.
They're not in the bindle.
What?
They're not in the bindle.
Oh, that marquee must have. Oh, he must have stolen them while I was reenacting your.
I like those trousers.
Buckyball performance.
But there's only one thing. Take off yours. I'll wear yours.
No, you're just gonna.
You'll be the gentleman. Be the gentleman. Be the gentleman.
You won't. Or what?
Come on.
Nobody can see that you're not wearing any.
Look.
You're just gonna have to be a floating torso and head.
I always let you wear my clothes. Now it's time for you to give one back.
What? No, that's not fair. I've already look. I've been banging on windows. I got told off by that person inside. They were really upset with me. I was shouting through the doors at some poor Tim who probably thinks I'm crazy. I got stopped by Blue Hat. You know those Blue Hats? They're in charge of emergencies.
Okay.
Everyone just wanders out, puts their blue hat on, and everyone listens to them. Apart from the sleeveys. The sleeveys are in charge like all the time. Hats only in emergencies.
That's all very well and good, but I'm currently looking like the tragic victim of a bad magic trick here, and that my legs I've left my legs somewhere. So
you just tell people that's who you are.
Think back. Look, all those times I lent you my skirts, which is probably why you love wearing dressing gowns so much for the breath around your knees. All right.
Yeah.
But come on now.
Do you remember that time we pretended that it was some kind of ceremonial Zidane formal wear for me? And actually, it was just one of your skirts. That was good. Good times.
Okay. If you're going to be like this, and Soraya sort of pulls the suit, like awkwardly, it's under the t-shirt. She like pulls the sleeves down, pulls it down, and just pulls it off, and she's just in a Knicks, but with a t-shirt and with a t-shirt on. Come on then. No, and she slots her arm into Stefan's. Come on then, let's skip off. Come on. Like we're on a date somewhere. Come on, let's go. Come on, darling. Okay. Where are you taking me? I dressed up specially for this event.
What, other than this dark alley?
Yeah, come on. We've had our fun there. Now let's find a nice bistro.
Well, stop, because I've drawn enough attention to myself. It was just a little joke, and he'll undo his little storage compartment and he'll pull out the trash. There you go.
You put them in there. Oh, so musty.
I'll wash them when we get back on ship.
Well, you can. Well, I'm not putting them on yet. We'll let them air out for a bit. Come on.
Well, do you want mine? And I'll put those on.
No. Too late now. Come on, let's go.
This is not. It's not very subtle.
Well, no. Well, nor are you running willy-nilly down the street like a crazy fool.
I was not doing. I was doing no such thing. You're the one half naked.
Well, only half though.
Well, while this has all been going on,
Yeah.
Potentially interesting things have been happening with the rest of your group.
It's nonsense.
And
Nonsense.
we'll find out all about that next time.
I find it very hard to believe.
Indeed. Strange things are afoot at Bistro Central North 6.
Oh dear. That's exactly. Oh, fantastic. Right, we've got Rose's cat to finish up on tonight.
Excellent. Right, give me a second. And one Rosie's cat. Okay.
One Rose's cat.
As long as Caboodle, Rosie's kitten, was napping, it was entirely possible to ignore her. Peach Peck, who had little experience of cats, found it quite pleasant, in fact, to have a kitten resting on her arm, and she occasionally glanced down at the tiny beast. She was able to keep her focus on the steady voice of Zoe as the Zodani explained the essentials of being a mercenary. According to Zoe, there seemed to be 3 critical parts to the job. She was explaining via a number of convoluted arguments that these 3 rules were things that you needed to keep in mind all the time. Broadly, though the examples seemed to be explored in great detail, there were always these 3 rules. Rule number 1, drilled home through some very colourful stories that contained a lot more dismemberment than Peck found comfortable, seemed to boil down to stay safe. Zoe might look like she could, without a second thought, remove a person's head and use it as an ornamental flower pot, but she was very keen on rule 1. Stay alive, stay safe, keep alert. These all seemed to be good things as far as Peck was concerned. Zoe actually referred to the cat repeatedly as she gave her examples. This cat is friendly, but also make sure it's safe most of the time. It takes risks, of course, but it will eventually grow into an adult cat, and it will have learnt by then which risks are worth taking. You 3 are like kittens at the moment, so when there's danger, you look to Orin. We know which risks to take. Don't get out ahead of us until we tell you where to go. Don't take risks until we clear them for you. Rule 1 is to stay alive and stay healthy. Peck looked down at the little kitten. Allegedly, they had a lot in common. Zoe gave a nod and then said it was time to head forward for some food. Peck tentatively stroked the kitten's head with one finger. Okay, so time to go and eat. All she had to do was move the kitten off her arm. She gently started sliding the animal off her forearm, but as she did that, the cat, without moving or opening her eyes, let out a low and menacing growl. Peck stopped, then tried again. Another growl. She looked up at Zoe, appealing for help. Zoe grinned at her. Rule 1, Peach. Don't take reckless risks. Stay put. I'll bring you a plate. As the others left, Peck looked at the cat. I think even at this stage of my training, I should be able to face this sort of threat, right? Caboodle slightly snuggled down onto the arm and let out a sound that was half growl, half purr, but her eyes never opened.
Nice.
Cozy times.
Yeah, exactly.
Caboodle's got new friends with the mercenary crew.
All those new smells.
Oh. As long as she doesn't go too close to Stefan's smuggling pouch. That's the smell you don't want to be involved with.
Indeed.
Okay, right. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you for everyone who came along as well and joined us in chat.
Exactly.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us. Absolutely. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ewan. Splendid night indeed. We should probably do something tomorrow. No idea yet. We'll probably sort that out, I guess.
We'll do a thing.
We'll do a thing.
We'll do a thing.
We'll sort something. It will happen. and we will do it.
Yeah.
So, sort of 11 o'clock tomorrow, something will happen.
Probably GMT.
Probably GMT. Exactly. Oh, I don't know times. Leave me alone. Right, let's go. Let's
Okay.
go to the big Baltic Star bed.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. That was fun, and you've learnt a little bit more about Lemish.
We have. It's very
yeah.
lots of boring political talk.
Did you note down all the figures, Luke?
I did. We're all right. But there's a 0.1% increase
It's good to know.
in boredom.
Is that just because there were 4 people in the room instead of 3?
Exactly.
I'm not sure the numbers work out, but okay.
Right, cool. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, and thank you,
Thanks
good friends
everyone.
in chat. We'll see you all soon. Have a wonderful Saturday. We'll catch up with you soon. Bye.
Good night.